landscape for the prevention and disease management, no? Seldom we see a product comes along this way sa atin, no? I've been doing this for almost 17 years, no? And seldom we see a product na ganito maganda. Sabi nga namin, tandaan nyo itong araw na to, dahil this is going to be a history, not only for yourself, no, but again, para sa Pilipinas, lalo pa for ASEAN. Okay? Mahal magkasakit, no? Yan po, mahal, no? Yan po yung actual numbers natin ngayon dito sa Pilipinas. Sabi niya, pag inatake ka sa puso, handa ka ng mga 1 milyon, pag stroke, about 2 million, no? But again, after that, no, spending all those money, paglabas mo, for the stroke ka, 2 million, paglabas mo ng hospital, gwapo ka? Hindi, di ba? And that's 2 million, sabi nga namin, no? And these are the things na nakikita natin always, complain ng mga pasyente, no? Gumastos, walang nangyari, no? Same thing for cancer patients, nag-chemo, nag-radiation, walang nangyari. No? But again, sabi nga namin sa inyo, with ASEAN now, no, available to us, sabi nga namin sa inyo, it changes a lot of things, lalo na sa mga pasyenteng walang pag-asa. No? And now, the trust ng World Health Organization, still prevention. No, kaya nga, huwag nyo nang intayin na magkakaroon kayo ng sakit, and that's the only time na ma-appreciate nyo ang ASEA. I think this is the most opportune time for us to really take a look and understand what's redox. Kasi sabi nga namin, the moment you understand how redox works on your body, everything, sabi nga namin, will change, no? Very recently, you know, this is 27, ang aging now has been classified now by the World Health Organization as a disease. No? So, dito, ang mga 60 years old, no? Kahit hindi mo aminin yan, dahil edad mo pa lang, sakit na yan. No? Wala pa dyan yung mga, of course, the list, no? Cholesterol, diabetes, hypertension, that's the latest, no? Wala kayong magagawa dyan. No? That's the International Classification of Disease, no? Yan po yung libro namin na lahat ng sakit na alista po dyan. No? And the latest revision for ICD-11, so katatapos lang ng 10, included na po ang aging as a disease. No? And sinasabi nila why? Kasi aging daw, basically is the main risk factor for non-communicating disease and also for death from all chronic diseases. No? Age lang po yan, no? But you're putting yourself, no? Ako po yung 60 anyos na rin, no?
Wow!
Ang yan, may higaw ako ito, di ba? Diba? Ano talaga ang buhay, no?
Hindi niya, Doc.
Oo, sumasabayan, di ba? Pilihan, no? Kasi nga, sabi nga nila, age is just a number. Diba? And that's how you should look at it, no? Huwag niyo sabihin, ay maganda na kung walang tumatanda. Diba? Ang tumatanda, Bel? Kalabaw, diba? And sabi nga nila, no, when you become a senior, no, sa America kasi, ang senior nila is 65. Sa atin dito, nakatawag tayo, 60. No? But again, sabi nga nila, these are the list of the 10 most common chronic diseases na ang isang 65 years old will eventually experience. No? Sabi nila, about 80% will have one. 65 well, 68% will have about 2 or more. Sabi ko nga sa clinic namin, isang tao lang yan eh. So, hindi na lang 10 yan kasi now, pati age niya is also a disease. So, magiging 11. Diba? And again, no, if you look at why, basically the reason kung bakit tayo nagkakaroon ng mga aging problems, no, related to sa mga diseases, no, kung makikita niya, this is a study that shows ang age is a big factor in relation to the mitochondrial function. No? And dyan tayo pupunta mamaya kung paano natin i-improve ang mitochondrial function. Kasi when you look at the mitochondrial function, it goes down with age. Sabi dito, after the age of 20, for every decade of life, 10% decline in the number of mitochondrial in the cell. So, ibig sabihin po yan, habang nagkakaedad kayo, simula ng 20 anos tayo, nagkakaroon na tayo ng decline in the production of also of the redox signaling molecule. Now, bakit sinabi ng redox signaling molecule? Kasi, no, mamaya we'll understand more, kasi if you look at the mitochondria, ang mitochondria is responsible for the production of your redox. Mabawasan ang mitochondria mo, mababawasan ang redox signaling molecule. Di ba? And this is the vicious cycle for aging and diseases. Kung makikita nyo, it talks about DNA, that's NT is mitochondria. That's a DNA mitochondrial damage and depletion. There's an altered mitochondrial morphology and function, oxidative stress, and all of these things. No, it's a vicious cycle that bring about cellular damage and chronic diseases. No, so now practically we know the reason kung bakit tayo nagkakasakit pag tayo nagkakaedad. Ang problema is what? The mitochondria. Alagaan mo mitochondria, then practically you can reverse all the aging diseases na na-experience natin. Di ba? And if you look at these slides, no, sabi dito, it starts off with mitochondrial dysfunction. This now will lead to oxidative stress. Oxidative stress will bring about cellular damage. And of course, once there's cellular damage, ang kasunod dyan, chronic diseases. No? And once you have the chronic diseases, it's only a matter of time. And kung anong organ system ang masisira, and that will manifest down as a disease. No? But, sabi nga natin, no? I-reverse natin, i-reverse engineering natin, and try to find out, sa traditional medicine kasi ang problema namin, when you look at the different organ system, we try to treat this as kino-compartmentalize namin. Diba? Pag may sakit ka sa kidney, you go to a nephrologist. Pag may sakit ka sa skin, dermatologist. Sa puso, cardiologist, neurologist, ophthalmologist, pulmonologist. No? And sometimes, no, walang synchronicity yung pagreseta nila. Hindi naman magkakakilala. Minsan, you go to a hospital, sa eye center, and then you go to a derma clinic. Sometimes, hindi niya alam kung ano yung nireseta niya. Minsan, pare-pareho na lang. But again, sabi nga natin, if you look at and reverse, no, sabi natin, these are all the possible illnesses na pwede natin makuha pag may mitochondrial dysfunction. Why not address mitochondrial dysfunction and see not only a certain organ system, but basically you save the 79 organs in your body. And it can be done now. Yeah. What you have here, right in front of us now, yung pinaglaruan natin kanina, is one that will save us from mitochondrial dysfunction. Ito yan, no? Tingnan nyo. Also, hindi lang yan, kasi part of the problem also that we encounter as part of the aging, ang glutathione also decline with age. No, kaya nga age talaga is a big problem for all of us. No? But again, once there's a decline ng glutathione, these are endogenous glutathione, mind you guys. Ibig sabihin ng endogenous glutathione, the body, our own body, meron siya talaga, nagpupuno siya ng mga antioxidant. And one of those is the glutathione. No, sabi nga namin siguro naman, hindi natin maunahan ang wisdom ng Panginoon in terms of how to save our body. No? But the problem, as part of aging nga, nagdi-decline ang glutathione as part of aging. And when that happens, no, again, makikita nyo, ayun na naman si oxidative stress. Oxidative stress, as part of the decline, will now start to increase. No? So again, oxidative stress will bring about cellular damage, bringing out chronic diseases. And now, if you have low glutathione, no, sometimes, kaya nga mga doktor nakakalungkot, no? Every time you see a patient, sakala nila, matutulungan lang nila ang pasyente by just writing prescription. That will not happen. No. Kasi sometimes you really need to appreciate how the body works, no? And drugs will never heal the body. No? Ito yung nakakalungkot. Kasi sometimes you hear doctors, sinasabi nila, tanggalin mo yung vitamins mo, iihi mo lang yan. That's not true. No? If you look at the basic elemental composition of the body, ang katawan natin, walang hinihingi sa atin niya, kundi nutrients and minerals and trace elements. No? And that's what vitamins and other nutrients provide for us. Diba? And that's exactly why your glutathione is not increasing kasi there's certain minerals na kailangan niya to work and give us the right amount of glutathione. Imagine, halapin niyo yung sakit niyo dyan, and sometimes this is glutathione. The glutathione in the market does not work, guys. Pag sabi nyo, glutathione lang mo na ito. Ang dami na sa palengke. Pwede nga sa pool. Diba? Hindi po yan nag-work. Ang glutathione oral, reduced glutathione na nakikita natin sa market, hindi po yan na-absorb pagdating sa digestive tract. Lahat po yan tackle. No? It's poorly bioavailable ang glutathione, oral glutathione. Kaya kung makikita nyo, wala kayo mabibiling glutathione na puro. May kasama yan ng alcoholic acid, vitamin C, vitamin E. Kasi most of the time, pumuputi yung mga pasyente because of this added na mga supplement. Not directly from the glutathione. Diba? For glutathione to work, it must be injected. Diba? And not only that, no, we can now stimulate the production of glutathione endogenously. No? Yeah. Hindi ito kwentong barbero. This is a clinical studies that show ASEA scientifically can upregulate the body's natural glutathione production by as much as 800%, guys. Kaya nga, kung mabalik mo ng magandang level ang glutathione mo, all those illnesses, all those diseases from the previous slides, there's a chances na ito mawawala po sa atin. Di ba? Nagigets nyo yung correlation between low glutathione and the right amount of glutathione inside the body. Right? Kaya nga, this is the good news. Kasi ang aging, although they put it now as a disease, included sa International Classification of Disease, hindi po yan nakakatakot. Kasi aging now is a curable disease. This one, dinagdag ko ito kasi this is a very powerful slide. No? Turay Laboratory is a research laboratory in the US. No? It's nakalagay dito, it's a leading genetic research laboratory. No? And this Turay Laboratory, alam niyo po ang ginawa nila, sinilip nila kung anong properties at anong magagawa ng ASEA pag ininom natin. No? And this is the result of the studies. No? In 8-week studies, no, they found out that ASEA Redox has shown to activate 5 important gene signaling pathway by as much as 31%. No, that's the study. Sorry. Ito yung studies, no? Nakita nyo nag-upregulate some of the genetic pathways. And ano itong mga genetic pathways na sinasabi nilang nabuksan na nagsara because of all the chronic exposure to toxins, no? Yung mga negative factors. No? Sabi dito, 5 genes play a significant role in the 5 key areas of the human body. And number 1 of them is what? The immune system, your vascular system, your inflammation, your digestive, and hormone. Dito pa lang, halos 40% of the illness mawawala. No? So what's vascular problem? Yan yung mga sakit sa puso. Di ba? Ito yung mga bara-bara. Ito yung mga nagko-congestive heart failure. Ano yung mga sakit ng mga immune system? These are the chronic. These are the cancer that we're talking about. Di ba? So, ang gayon, we found hope, no? May mga cancer patients kami, alam niyo po ba, pinapainom namin ng ASEA ng isang bote for 2 days.
Power!
Mas masaya sila. No? Mas masaya sila. Bakit? Kasi in terms of the cost effectiveness of the product, natutuwa sila. Mas mura ito kaysa sa chemo eh. How much ang chemo ngayon? Chemo for one session, one cycle will charge you about 50 to 60,000. No? Isang injection yun. Hindi ka gagaling sa isang injection ng chemo. And they're asking you to do it for about 12 session. 12 session at 50,000, that's basically $500,000. Diba? Now, we offer ASEA. We show the data that it can work on cancer. Alam niyo po ba, mas na-appreciate nila. Kasi dati, we're retailing ASEA in the clinic for almost 3,000 pesos. One bottle. Diba? We give them ASEA, basically the bottle is about 1 liter. Diba? So bigay namin sila isang baso in the morning, isang baso in the afternoon. So the bottle will last for 2 days. And for 1 month of ASEA, you need how many bottles? 15 bottles. At 3,000 pesos, how much do you spend? 45 pesos. May sukli ka pa. Yan? 45. Ha? 45,000. Oh, may sukli ka pa rin dahil 60,000 ang chemo. But during the time you're taking ASEA, during the duration of taking ASEA, do you think ang gaganda ng pasyente namin? Pag pinaupo namin dito, sasabihin nyo mas mukha pa kayong may sakit. And hindi lang yan, ha? With 15 bottles of ASEA, guys, no? I assure you, you're going to be a different person.
Walk talaga.
No?
Grabe. 20 years.
At hindi lang yun, no? After those 5 genes, no, pathways open, meron silang nakita na genetic pathway, this EGRI gene has shown to significantly influence another 15 additional gene pathways. Bukod po sa 5, meron pang 5 nabuksan. No? And if you look at this, no, itong mga pathway na to, number 1, number 1, masyado nang gawin eh. Number 1, insulin signaling. So for those people you know na may diabetes, offer them ASEA, guaranteed guide. Nare-reverse namin ang diabetes sa clinic namin ng even without medication. Hindi na totoo po sinasabi ng mga doktor na once you're diabetic, you're going to be diabetic for life. Na you're going to take your medication for life. Na maghihintay ka na ng complication ng diabetes for life. Hindi na po totoo yan. Nare-reverse na po ang diabetes. Lalo pa, pag binigyan nyo ng ASEA. No, hindi po ako nag-hype dito about ASEA. Wala po akong bayad dito. Sabi yung manager, bayad po, aminin mo yan, ha? I'm so passionate about the product kasi alam namin marami pa po tayong matutulungan. And that's exactly how you share ASEA. Huwag kayong humabol dun sa pera kasi the pera will follow after you share. Alam niyo po ba, ang ASEA sa clinic namin, hindi po tumatagal. Hinahanap po yan ng mga pasyente. Sakto, that's the right word, no? Another pathway na importante dito na nabubuksan Ano yan? That's an NRF2 genes. You're familiar with NRF2? This is what they call the survival genes. Meron isang product in the market that basically stimulates NRF2. So kung nagtitake siya ng product na yun, it's also a US product. ASEA is over that product. So, hindi po siya conflict, but basically it will even complement yung product nila. But again, yung product natin, mas maganda. Yeah? NRF2, these are genes that basically repair yung mga damaged tissue. These are responsible for inflammation and the repair of your endothelial cells. No, ito po yung for rheuma, for cancers, no, lahat po yan will be again matutulungan ng ano pa? Ano nga yun?
Serotonin.
Serotonin. Pasyente yung first time ang pasyente bigyan niyo ng ASEA, first time sasabihin niya, ang sarap ng tulog ko. No? Serotonin is not only for yung tinatawag natin na happy hormone. No, serotonin is a neurotransmitter, it's a chemical signaling molecule that basically tumutulong yan for the both hemisphere of the brain to communicate. No? And part of the problem sa serotonin, again, aging, nababawasan ang serotonin natin. No, it's responsible for memory, for cognitive function, for sleep. No, ang dami pong gamit ng serotonin. No, and again, no, nakikita nyo, these are the gene pathways na nagbubukas because of the ASEA product. No? And these are clinical studies. No? So yun nga po nakakagawa dito sa produkto natin. No? Ano pa? I'll just take 5. No? The circadian rhythm. Ang circadian rhythm is basically, alam niyo po ba, lahat ng organs natin naka-schedule yan. No? Sa umaga, 5 to 6 o'clock, naka-schedule ang kidney mo to function. No? So kaya kayo naiihi. Pagdating na 7 o'clock, your colon, naka-schedule yan, kaya dudumi tayo. So lahat po yan, ang tawag dyan, circadian rhythm. 11 o'clock, your liver starts to work. No? That's the time maglilibas lalabas na yung enzyme para yung mga kinain mong pagkain, lulusawin niya na. No? And any disruption in the circadian rhythm, meron po yung consequences. No? Kasi the hormones that used to be, that works, and the enzyme that used to work as schedule, nadidisrupt po yun. No? So, doon nasisira, lalo na yung sleep. No? Dahil once na magsira yung sleep cycle nyo, kaya nga hirap na kayong bumalik. No? And again, with ASEA, itong mga cycles na to is inaayos niya. No? And the last I'll talk about is the TSH. No? TSH is the thyroid. You're familiar with thyroid, right? And it's basically, the thyroid is basically responsible for all the metabolic processes in the body. No? If your thyroid is again disruption, out of balance, hindi ka magproduce ng tamang thyroxine, hindi ka magproduce ng FT3 mo, and this will basically affect your blood pressure, your sleep, your eating patterns, your weight. No? Lahat po yan, isang organ, isang gland in the body na again can be stimulated by the ASEA. Remember, ASEA works, no, on the endocrine gland. No? Endocrine gland, there's about 7 endocrine glands in the body. And thyroid is just one of them. No? If you have problem with pituitary, pineals, no, adrenal gland, no, sa lalaki yung ating testes, sa babae yung ovary, you have problems with menstruation, again, ASEA can help you guys. So, ano ba talaga itong product na to? Sasabihin nyo, totoo ba yan to? No? ASEA, it's not, remember, hindi po ito vitamins, hindi ito minerals, it's not an antioxidant, it's not juice blend. No? So, ano yan, Doc? Diba? Kaya nga, that's probably one of the reasons na tagalan ang FDA to approve our products. Kasi we're not classified under all those things. No? Ang ASEA is unique. ASEA is a classified, it's a category creator. But the thing with ASEA, ang impact nito, it goes beyond our health. Kasi it goes straight deep at the cellular level. Within the first 30 minutes, you take your ASEA. Pasok agad yan at the cellular level. This has been proven by Dr. Niemann sa Appalachian University when they did test subject, kinuha na nilang 3 hours, 30 minutes, 1 hour, 3 hours, 7 hours, and it all shows, no, that there is already a metabolite response, no? So, ito yun, no? And the thing with our product, it is the world's first and only cell signaling molecule. Para for those people, no? Eksakto, that's I think the right word, no? Wala tayong kakompetensya. Kaya if you're in a business na walang kakompetensya, do you think this product will soar high? Yes! Iyan ang maganda with ASEA. Kaya nga sabi ko sa inyo, this day will make history. No? For the next 25 years, kasi that's how the patent works. 25 years, wala po tayong makakitang other product like ASEA. Wala tayong kakompetensya like a redox molecule. Di ba? Dahil yan, may patent po tayo. It holds about 31 patents. No? Ibig sabihin, protected po tayo ng patent laws. No? Na anything may maglalabas ng ASEA, hindi na pwede yan. No? Tayo lang ang may karapatan na mag-manufacture. And also the thing with our product, we have our own manufacturing plant that can basically produce about 60,000 cases in a week. Diba? Kaya hindi na natin mauubusan. Diba? So these are the things that dapat siguro that you should appreciate with this company. No? And then sabi nga ni Dr. Niemann, ASEA is not simply salt water. Many ang nagtatanong, tubig at asin lang yan eh. These are the people who are ignorant enough, at sabi ko, stupid enough to say those words, no? And I was like that before. Kasi nung una kong namin ito nakita, sometime early quarter of 2017, no? Sabi ko sa asawa ko, Mami, katarantaduhan mo yan. That's exactly my word, guys. Kasi pinababasa niyo sa akin yung mga testimonial, brain tumor, mapuputol na yung paa, batang may pinauwi na ng hospital at mamamatay na buhay sa ASEA. When I read those testimonials, and tinignan ko yung produkto, sabi ko, Mami, tubig to eh. Hindi lang tubig, asin pa. Diba? Kaya nga, sabi ko nga sa inyo, huwag kayong ma-disappoint. Kasi the moment you share it, lalo sa mga doktor, at tinignan yung bote, unang-unang yung makikita doon, ang ingredients talaga ay water at salt. Diba? Pero huwag kayong ma-disappoint. Kasi yung nakalagay doon, ingredients. Ang laman ng bote natin, hindi tubig at asin. Ang laman ng ASEA is basically the redox signaling molecule. No? So this is how it was processed. No? Totoo, tubig at asin, but the day one pa lang that they process the water, they turn it into what? Something that is halos pareho ng katawan natin.
Wow.
No? If you look at the body, if you look at the blood is made up of what? 3 components, right? Plasma, and then you make up of the RBC. RBC makes up about 45%, but the plasma makes about 55%. And if you look at the plasma is basically what? Tubig. And the tubig ng plasma is what? Sodium and chlorine. Kaya nga sabi ko, itong mga naggumawa nito, mga henyo to eh. Di ba? Para gamitin mo something so close to the blood is something. No, but of course, you need to do re-engineering. And that's exactly what they did. No? That's a step 2, yung water at yung asin, agad-agad hiniwalay nila. So, it underwent a 3-day process known as electrochemical process. No, and it separated the molecules of sodium and chloride and hydrogen and oxygen. Dito pa lang sa step 2, wala ng tubig at asin. Nagets nyo? And lalo pa sa step 3. Kasi after that, what they did, they engineered the molecule and they come up with a stabilized redox signaling molecule. And lahat ng bote po natin, are validated and certified by a third party, the BioArgentex, no, to contain the redox molecule. No? Kaya po sigurado tayo dyan in terms of the quality of our product. So what's so special about the redox signaling molecule? No? If you look at these slides, no, medyo magulo siya, but again, no, it says a lot. No? Redox signaling molecule is basically involved in supporting virtually every major body system and function. Every major body system and function. Ngayon, pwede ba ang ASEA sa kahit anong sakit?
Yes!
Sinamin sabi niya, hindi naman tayo. Di ba? Every major body system. There's 79 organs in the body, and ASEA, assure you guys, with all the clinical studies we have, it will work on any kind of illnesses. Dito nga nilagay na lahat yung system, nervous system, endocrine, integumentary, skeletal, muscular, cardiovascular, lahat na. No? Kaya nga, in one of the interviews with Dr. Samuelson, may nagtanong sa kanya, isang sakit na pambihira na hindi basta-basta nagagamot. Alam niyo po ba how Dr. Samuelson, siguro you're familiar with Dr. Samuelson? No? Siya po yung nag-balance, siya nag-stable ng redox sa atin. Alam niyo ang sagot ni Dr. Samuelson? Does it involve cell? Does it involve a cell? Dahil kung meron cell, ASEA will work. Na-gets niyo yun?
Yes.
Easy, no? Busog lang kayo siguro. No? Kasi if you look at the cell, no? The cell is the basic unit of life. No? Maraming cell will become a tissue, maraming tissue will now become an organ, maraming organ will become a system. So if you go back to the basic, it's basically a cell. No? And the cell is the one that contains an organelle known as the mitochondria. No? And our product is basically enhance the efficiency of this organelle known as the mitochondria. So this is how it works, no? ASEA redox has been scientifically proven significantly increases the efficiency of the mitochondria at the cellular level to be able to communicate and send signals better to cell. It supports the mitochondrial function of cell damage detection, cell repair, cell replacement, and regeneration. Saan ba nakikita yung salitang repair, replacement, and regeneration? Diba? Parang naririnig ko yan eh. Stem cell ba yan? Diba?
Sounds familiar.
Diba? Sounds family? Diba? Yung sa atin, inherent na ginagawa yan ng katawan natin. Basically because of what ASEA is all about. It's a redox signaling molecule. Lahat po tayo meron stem cell. It's only a matter of stimulation and giving the right balance of nutrients, no? And again, it will work. No? Kaya yung naririnig yung nabuhay yung patay, no, we have testimonies like that, pinapauwi na sa ospital. Sabi nung doktor, patay na yung anak mo. Sinagaan ng tatay, nilalagyan sa gilid. No? May sakit sa atay, may sakit sa baga, may sakit sa kidney, no? May infection. Alam niyo po ba, right? Isang araw lang after taking ASEA, nabuhay yung bata.
Yan po.
Sabi ko nga, this magandang experience of a parent, hindi niyo yan matatawaran. Sabi mo tubig at asin niya, baka palakulin ka niyan. Diba? Diba? Pinuwala pala ko niyan eh. Diba? But again, it is not, again, water, salt and water. No? And again, if you look at the mitochondria, as I was saying earlier, no, the mitochondria is responsible for providing the energy to all cells in the body for optimal functions. No, so ang mitochondria, as I was saying earlier, no, makikita nyo yan hindi lang sa puso, sa mata, sa atay, sa kidney, sa pancreas, sa dugo, sa tenga, sa colon, sa utak, sa muscle. The mitochondria is practically in all organs of your body. And this mitochondria is the one responsible for the repair, regeneration, and the reason why we get well. And this is the organelles that is being stimulated by the redox signaling molecule. Kaya it's no wonder if you take your ASEA regularly. Sabi ko nga po sa inyo, next year, wala nang may puting buhok dito. Diba? Siguro, next year, pag tayo ko dito, long hair na ako. Tinubuan na po ako ng buhok. Dati, eto, makinis na po. May second order doon, no? Kasi one time, nag-guest ako kay Cory Aquino, no? Ang Cory Aquino studio, may tatlong camera yan eh. May dalawa sa gilid, may isa dito sa likod. And I was, napaupo ko doon sa isang gilid. No? So, swak na swak! No? Yung camera was right dito talaga. No? Text ka agad yung barkada ko, bro, bakit yung pwesto mo? Kitang-kita yung panot mo. Galit na galit ka ako sa asawa ko eh. Kasi kasama siya. Sabi ko, Mami, ba't hindi mo sinabi? Nakikita pala yung panot ko sa monitor. No? But this time again, guys, no, with Renew and with ASEA, alam nyo, yung Renew, I'm applying it. Kung may pagkakataon, kaso nga, naputol dahil nawalang product for almost 2 months. Yeah? So, guys, paniwala po kayo. Never have we seen a product. Lahat po yung produkto in the market, dumadaan po sa clinic namin yan. And I've tried it. Most of them. No? Pag sinabi lang para sa buhok, I tried it. Pwede? I tried it. But it never works. No? And this is the only time na I saw a product that works on my head.
Here, there, and everywhere.
Yes!
Tagasas.
Ito yan, no? So, the mitochondria is responsible for the production of your redox signaling molecule, no? So, ganito po itong slide to work, no? Pag may pumasok na free radical, which is, alam naman natin, nangyayari yan, no? Tumayo lang po tayo sa EDSA, singkot mo lahat ang usok sa pagbuto dyan, those are free radicals, no? So, free radicals now, this now will stimulate, no? Madidetect po yan ng mitochondria. The mitochondria now will stimulate the redox signaling molecule and initiate the release of antioxidant activator, the RS. This is a reactive species. And again, this now will stimulate the release of our endogenous antioxidants, no? Glutathione, catalase, no, CoQ10, no, lahat po ito meron po tayong kapasidad to produce, no. Kaya kahit hindi tayo uminom ng mga vitamins, ng antioxidant sinasabi nila, again, the body will have to shell out, no. So, ganyan yan. And also, pag may pumasok na viruses sa katawan natin, no? Again, this will stimulate, madidetect yan ng mitochondria. The mito again will signal the redox signaling molecule and initiate a release of the reactive oxygen species. This will now initiate the release of your immune system activator. And ito ang immune system mo. So, lahat ng mga kulani mo sa tonsil, sa kilikili, sa singit, these are all a part of your immune system. Macrophages, your lymphocytes, no, your killer cells, lahat po yan lalabas. Sasabihin sa katawan natin, uy, may lumulusog. Di ba? Hindi yan papayagan ng katawan natin kasi the redox signaling molecule are basically the foundation for good health. And that's the reason why we get sick kasi basically this system nawawala po ito. So when we lose this redox signaling molecule capacity of the mitochondria, we lost the homeostasis. The homeostasis is basically the balance and stability of all the organs and systems in the body. So with ASEA, it will practically restore. Konti na lang. But, may but no? Yun ang nakakalungkot, may but, no? The destruction or weakening of the mitochondria. Of course, walang forever. No, hindi forever healthy ang mitochondria. Okay. No? Can lead to severe health complications including multiple sclerosis, autism, bipolar, chronic fatigue, type 2 diabetes, heart disease. Makikita nyo gaano ka-broad ang scope of the ASEA being disrupted, the mitochondria being disrupted. Brain, neurological, endocrines, no, cardiovasculars, no. Kaya nga ang hirap gamutin. Kasi most of the time, walang gamot sa merkado that can basically stimulate the mitochondria.
Yes.
Wala.
Wala. But tayo, ano? Mayroon. Diba? Ito nakakatuwa nga eh. Kaya sometimes, no, when I see patients, no, and I heard, sasabihin nila, Dok, wala na daw akong pag-asa. No, mamamatay na daw ako. Imagine, ang doktor ngayon, nagiging Diyos pa yan minsan. Imagine, sabihin sa pasyente, tatlong buwan ka na lang. Diba? And these people, once they heard, no, na mamamatay sila, alam nyo nangyayari, namamatay naman talaga. Kasi wala nang ginagawa, kundi mag-isip, mamamatay na ako. Walang gana kumain, ayaw na lumabas. No, inugupit na yung barong sa yung barong. Nagpapaalam na sa mga kamag-anak. So everything they do is what? Para gumaling o para mamatay? O, di ba? Ano nangyayari? Patay. So, sabi nga natin, no? If you look at almost true aging, and these are some of the factors that will again stimulate the disruption of the mitochondria, and this will result, ang end product mo dito is a chronic diseases or even premature death. But again, if you go for ASEA redox signaling molecule and stimulate your mitochondria and work on all the 79 organs and bring back the balance, ang outcome mo is definitely you go healthy, you have long life, not only long life, but quality life. Ang hirap pa intindihin yan. Pag hindi naman nyo naintindihan, ay mag-uwi na lang tayo. Diba? Simpleng-simple na yan. Diba? Uminom lang kayo ng ASEA and you'll see wonders. No? Almost true. Ito, maganda ito. It works practically, sabi nga natin, on almost organ system. The redox signaling dysfunction often present themselves as neurological disorder. Kaya yung nakikita yung mga memory loss, autistic, alam niyo po ba, ang dami na namin natulungan na autism.
Wow.
No?
About schizophrenia.
Lang, ayan, number 1.
Number 1. Schizophrenia, sira ulo yan. No? Sira ulo, dito bipolar, halfway yan. No? Kasi ang bipolar, wala naman talagang bipolar na sakit. No? Kasi ang bipolar, huwag kayong magpapakita sa psychiatrist. Bagong sakit yan eh. Huwag kang magpapakita na tumatawa ka, tapos mamaya konti na kasi mahod ka. Bipolar yan. Yung sudden change of mood is a bipolar disorder. Diba? Nakita ka ng doktor mo, tumatawa. Inapakan ka ng kaibigan mo. Aray! Ha! Bipolar ka, guys. Diba? Sa Amerika, naka-ribotril ka na kagad yan. Diba? May gamot na kagad yan. But again, nakukulik yan ng ASEA. Especially for those people na may dementia. I have one patient, ang yaman, may-ari ng Snoopy. Diba? Dumating sa amin. Alam nyo ngayon, nagsusumbong yung yaya, Dok, ba't mo ginamot yan? Bakit? Minumura na ako eh. And this is the experience na nakikita namin. Yung mga sakit na sinasabi nila sa traditional medicine na wala ka ng pag-asa. Again, ma-amaze kayo with the uniqueness of our product. Lahat na mga sakit na gusto nyo sabihin, kaya namin nilagay ito. These are other organ system na affected by mitochondrial disorder. Sa mata, pinapatak po namin yan. Pinapatak yan. Sa digestive tract, yung mga namamaga, yung may mga IBS, no? Sa female reproductive, yung hindi mabuntis, punta kayo sa clinic, mabubuntis po kayo. Ako yung bubuntis. Basis ko, sige nang laki natin. Hindi po ako ang nambubuntis. Asiya. Ipibigay ko lang sa inyo, Asiya. No? Ano ba? Sa male reproductive for those hindi makabuntis. Papunta ito sa akin thesis nyo. Diba? Tuturuan kita paano uminom ng Asiya. Diba? Yung may mga kidney, alam niyo isang may-ari ng hospital, halos umiiyak dahil naubusan ng Asiya. Now, nakapistola na siya lahat ng product in the market na try niya. But again, with Asiya, nakakita siya ng pag-asa. And these are the people na so credible na ngayon ang Asiya ang last hope ika natin. And we feel na, sabi nga namin, no? Asiya will be now a household name in the Philippines. No? Kaya tulong-tulong po tayo na share ang Asiya, na wala pong takot, no? Huwag nyo na i-hype yung produkto kasi you don't need it, you don't need to hype it kasi the product definitely will work. No? And with that guys, maraming pong salamat.